Hello everybody, welcome back. If you watched the last video on this car, I fricked the paint job up really bad. And it is now the Peel Mobile, and it has the texture of a golf ball. So in today's episode, we're gonna see if we can fix it. Can we sand and cut and buff our way out of this, or we're gonna have to repaint it? We're probably gonna have to repaint it. But we still have all our tape on, still pretty well ready to go. We'll just have to cover the wheels back up. But other than that, we're still pretty much ready to get to straight to sanding and buffing. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. Come on in, stay a while. Let's see if we can't fix a car, or if I'm stupid and I'm just gonna have to drive it around like this. Still looks better than the primer gray though. I don't care who you are, I don't care what you say. Still looks better than primer gray. A little Dr. Seuss action on that one. Let's take a closer look. As you can see, pretty dang bad. So what I'm worried about is you have these huge dimples, and then so they have like craters, right? And some spots are way worse than others. Like as you go down here to the bottom, it gets way shinier, way smoother. I'm not worried about that, but these huge dimples, I'm afraid once we get it sanded down smooth, there's not gonna be much left. To smooth out with that little valley, I don't think there's gonna be much left at all. So I do have paint, not doing the Rust-Oleum turbo cans this time. Not gonna do it because I have a paint gun. I didn't even have to buy, I have one already. Yes, it's a Harbor Freight one, but it's still gonna be better than spray cans. It's gonna lay better. It's gonna be less likely to run and smear, but most importantly, what we fricked up last time was our prep. I used like a spray-on car wash, which I didn't even think about. It's probably gonna have wax in it and other stuff like that. And so this time I have paint gun, I have a sander, I have a gallon of acetone, I have black paint, I have clear, I have mini sandpapers, and I have a buffing wheel. We should be able to do it right this time. So come on, follow along. I'm no painter. This is not a tutorial, by the way. I am not a painter at all, but we're gonna see if we can't mess up what we screwed up. I gotta dust the car off. It's been like a week at least since I actually painted it, and still going with the outside. Still going with the au naturel paint booth. Get over it. I just refused to buy a paint booth that I'm gonna use one time. I just can't do it. It was the prep that was the problem. Being outside, I did not have an issue with bugs flying into my paint or anything like that. That was not an issue at all. If I were to paint it white, I absolutely would have gotten a paint booth, because I've painted buildings before, not cars, but I've painted like buildings, sheds, stuff like that. Bugs love a good white paint. They just, you open up that paint can, by the way, I'm Dan. This is an 80 Firebird, in case you were wondering. Oh, dadgum. Beautiful. I went ahead and started sanding. You're never gonna guess what grit I'm sanding with.
What are you sanding with?
Guess.
It looks heavy.
Mm-hmm.
What, 300?
160.
That's way too heavy, Dan.
I sanded on this one half of this wing for like 15 minutes, and I got like nowhere. All right, everybody, sanding is done. Now it's wipe down time. And the game plan is, if the paint turns out bad again, we're gonna do a patina. It's gonna look like this and we'll just clear coat over it. Cause I'm not buying paint again. But I got a great feeling about this. This is gonna turn out great this time, I say to myself. All right, everybody grab a freaking rag and do stuff. Also, gloves. We don't need no oily skin on our prepped surface. Brandon's gonna be the TorqueCraft body and paint guy. Dude, this is gonna stay, even with a dry wipe, dude, I don't even care. This is gonna stick so well.
Should be better.
Oh, it should be freaking fantastic.
What's the humidity today?
It's freaking 100,000%. All right, Brandon, post-game interview. How do you feel?
Post-game, even pre-game?
Pre-game interview, how do you feel?
We'll see. I feel pretty confident. Famous last words.
Yeah, I also feel pretty confident, and this paint job this time, I think it's gonna grab way better than before. We sanded the badonkey out of it without doing too much, because remember, this is an outside paint job. Let's not be too serious, guys.
No, this is show car quality right here.
Yeah, we're actually gonna be at SEMA next year. You can come see TorqueCraft live at the show. But we're about ready to go. I said I was confident last time, so that doesn't really mean anything, but dude, I mean, what a guy. What a fantastic guy to have on the team. There's no way with a guy like this that the paint's gonna turn out bad. So, yummy. Anyways, here we go. Brandon's gonna spray because I'm scared.
Oh man, no filter or anything.
No, we're raw dog. Bro, go in there, stop dribbling out. I ain't got time for a regulator, frick 'em.
Are we painting the trim and everything?
I don't care. All right, practice panel.
Let's go up here.
Yeah, go up there where the light's better. Hello? I think that's your, like, it's your regulator, but it doesn't have a gauge. It's a very fine line, apparently. I also don't think the paint's really in there yet. All right, guys, so it has been over 24 hours, and this paint job, it's already got a little dust and stuff on it, but this paint job came out a lot better than the last one. It's a lot smoother, but it still didn't come out exactly how we wanted it. We still had some issues. We got a lot of rough stuff on this fender. We got a spot here, we got a spot here, a spot down in front, and then on the hood, there's a couple rough spots we just didn't get. I think our main issue is we didn't get the coverage we needed. I didn't get enough paint, so I didn't get the coverage that I needed, but it looks a lot better than the freaking turbo can paint job. So like I said, we're still not completely satisfied. And I've gotten Brandon fully locked in and committed to this thing. Like, he has actually taken a super interest, because, you know, I'm Mr. Good Enough, but he's taken a super interest into getting this thing looking like glass. So we're actually gonna sand it down again and do another really big thick coat. So we're gonna hit it with the 600, just wipe it over with the 600, and then we'll sand bigger, and we'll concentrate on the rough spots. With the stuff that's good, we're just gonna wipe it over with 600 grit, and we're gonna do another one or two really thick coats and try to just lay it on there really good. And we're just gonna freaking keep painting until we get it right, I guess. And then hopefully we can lay it down good this time, get a nice even coverage, and then from there, After that one, I'm pulling the plug. All right, this is gonna be redo number 3. So after this one, we're gonna see if we can't cut and buff our way to victory after that, and then get some clear coat on it. So here we go again. We're about to do the same thing again that we just got done doing, which is sanding and painting. And then after that, we're gonna see if we can't cut and buff our way to victory. And by the way, I also found out, I've been talking about how we've got a lawnmower power in this thing. It's a daggum 307 Oldsmobile from 1987. And that junk is not known for their insane horsepower. So I was kind of bummed about that because they make like 130 horse. But I did find out that it is at least the high output version of this engine. So we're looking at like 170 to 180, getting a little bit closer to 200 horse out of this thing, which is about the most you can ask for out of one of these things. So it's better than nothing. And I mean, it's still coming out. Like, it's gonna come out, but we'll probably do that over winter because I would like to drive it to some things, you know, make some public appearances with it, do some junk, and then when winter rolls around, we'll do that as a little winter project. We're gonna do a little engine swap with it. Alright guys, so we've got the front clip sanded down. You can see the difference there. And I worked on some rough spots. I had a couple spots, like right here, where I made this stupid mistake of spraying acetone. I just wanted to try to clean all the dust and dirt off before we painted. And I'm freaking stupid because acetone will strip paint. And so I had a lot of spots where I had to sand it back down to primer again because I got acetone on it. This spot was really bad. It was really hard to get. I'm still gonna have to do some more sanding on it. I'm not even done, but I got tired of spinning daggum forever on that one corner. So, but I was pretty dang thorough going over this hood. I try to get everything super smooth where I can't feel anything at all. And then this, okay, look y'all, here's the deal. Last time I blamed myself. I used turbo cans. I used Rust-Oleum turbo cans, and I blamed myself, and we got a whole bunch of daggum orange peel. And it was awful, but I sanded this bumper down, and Brandon was running low on paint, so I said, hey, I'll do the front and the back bumper. Guess what? It did the same thing again, and this is after I sanded it. But all those spots, all those dark spots, are spots where the sandpaper did not get because it's lower than the rest of the surface. And look how bad that is. Like, literally, not exaggerating when I say golf ball. Like, that is awful. So it did literally the exact same thing, even though we primed the whole thing completely differently. Not primed, we prepared it completely differently and way more better. More better. And like, most of this junk was fine. Like, you see this door, it's looking way better. But the front bumper and the back bumper did the same thing. Like, almost identical to how it looked the first time. So now I'm starting to be like, hey man, it might not even be my fault this time. But for some reason this whale tail is really bad about it too, which makes me think it might be the like the front and rear bumper are plastic, and then this whale tail here is fiberglass. So I don't know, but this was not Rust-Oleum, this was just paint. So I don't know if I didn't sand this. I know I sanded it better than this because it's pretty bad once again on this whale tail. So I don't know if it's just really not liking bonding to fiberglass or plastic. But I mean, we're gonna try it again. And if it doesn't work, we're just gonna see if we can't really finally sand it and cut and buff that junk out of there. Look who decided to show up. We're gonna keep on sanding. Brandon brought some body filler. We're gonna fill some spots where the dimples are just so dang bad. But we're almost done. I gotta do this half of the roof and this panel, and that's the only thing that hasn't been sanded at all. And then we're just gonna go over and do the picky stuff. Because on this side, the front fender and the back fender are very, very dimply, even after 3 hours of sanding. So we're gonna be picky with it this time, and hope that we can be done after this coat. You ready to roll, Brandon?
Out if it looks like crap.
All right, guys, we've spent so many hours of our lives sanding this car, and we had a little uh-oh happen. It just started peeling in the middle of the roof here and then wouldn't freaking stop. But we got it to where we've got it pretty smoothed out. We finally got it to stop spreading. So we're gonna
fix it the right way? Absolutely not.
Yeah, we're gonna fix it good? No, we're gonna put some sandable primer in a can over it and then try to sand it down, smooth it out a little bit, and faith, trust, and pixie dust. And then we're gonna wipe the rest of this car down with some mineral spirits, and we're gonna lay on some freaking paint. We're gonna tweak out if this junk doesn't look good. If it doesn't turn out, we're gonna sand it back down like this and put clear coat on it. And Brandon does not want to see that happen, so y'all leave it. Y'all drop a daggum comment. You think this junk's gonna turn out good, or you think we're about to break the junk up for the 3rd time in a row? Probably 50-50. Bro, why is this paint? People be like, the paint guys, you watch them on YouTube, they're like, it's not as hard as it looks, or everyone says it is. They say it's black magic. It's not. You just have to do it right. And I'm like, well, it's hard to do it right. Doing it right is black magic. Because, like, especially if this junk don't turn out, it's gonna be really sad. Because, you know, if you freaking half do it, and you're like, and it turns out like trash, I mean, what do you expect? That's what you get. But if you try as hard as you can, and it still comes out bad, what do? You're gonna wipe her down and go to Monkey Town. Yeah, you remember that stuff I said about sandable primer? Yeah, frick all that. We ain't got no daggum sandable primer. I thought we did. I'm a dirty liar. You know what that means? Faith, trust, and pixie dust. Please, I'm begging you, stop failing.
Now, there's probably something, it's like, do not put body filler after cleaning with mineral spirits. It'll chemically react and
yeah, and freaking bubble the rest of the roof up.
Probably so. That's our luck, but we're gonna roll with it.
Trying to fix our uh-oh. We didn't have any primer in a can, so this is actually probably better. Actually, it definitely is better. We just didn't want to have to do this.
Harder.
Yeah, it's just more difficult. We didn't want to have to do it. But
already almost.
yeah, see, it starts getting like that, and that's how you know. It's quick. It's bad.
I don't have enough to finish. I'm gonna have to mix more.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's.
Yeah, leave it alone now. Because once it gets too hard, it's like you'll just start fricking it up. This is Three Stooges Automotive we're talking about.
Might as well be.
Three Stooges paint and body. Ah, you might be able to stretch it. I think you can stretch it. We'll call it good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby, come on. Come on with it.
I'm gonna get scrape a little more.
I would say you got a little extra right here.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's what sucks about it, is how fast it cures, or how fast it starts daggum hardening. But the good thing is we'll be able to sand it here in just a daggum few minutes.
Yeah.
So that, I think it's worth it. It'll at least be
already dry.
Yeah, it'll at least be better than it was, and it'll hopefully hold the rest of the junk down.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, even if this paint is freaking, or primer is gonna wanna come loose, it needs somewhere to start, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like a snowball effect. So if we can have all the edges sealed up and not burn any more holes in the primer, we won't though, because after we sand this, we're freaking done. It is what it is, we sending that junk. All right, we're sending it. Good thing we didn't try to wipe the daggum car down, because that thing makes a mess. And it's stinky. All right, let's wipe it down. Wipe it down and get ready to paint. All right, it's coming out pretty dang okay. Each coat we've done has been better than the last. And the first time, we used Rust-Oleum turbo cans, as I'm sure you know. The second time, we used Duplicolor Jet Black that you get from like all the auto parts stores sell that by the quart, which is super annoying. And then this one is Dacum Rust-Oleum Tractor and Implement Paint Gloss Black. So anyone from the turbo can video that told me to use tractor paint, because I know there were some of y'all in the comments, y'all were right, because this is laying the best. It's super thick, so we haven't even gone through, we've gotten more coverage than we got with 3 quarts of, we haven't even used half a gallon of this stuff, and we've gotten more coverage than we did with 3 quarts of the Duplicolor Jet Black, because that junk was like water, and this junk is like house paint, or like that thick fence stain paint. Like it's like super thick, so we're not using nearly as much. We're getting super good coverage, and it's making it look pretty dang good. So this bumper, this front bumper, we cannot get this thing to cooperate for anything though. So that junk still looks like trash, I can already tell. It still looks better than it did, but right in the middle there for some reason, it's still that bupkis. This is, I think this is gonna do us. Like obviously there's imperfections. We're painting a freaking car outside in the daggum woods, so but I think this is gonna set us up to where like any imperfections that are in this, it should be thick enough of paint that we'll be able to get it out by wet sanding and cutting and buffing with our buffer wheel. So I bought some thick cutting compound, and I bought some, you know, shiny finish polishing compound. So, and this is also taking freaking ever, because the thick paint requires a lot of air volume, and our compressor can't build it fast enough. So the compressor's been running for like an hour straight, so I'm sure that's healthy. And Brandon's having to do 1 row at a time, wait half a minute, and then go again. And I think he's getting impatient though, because he keeps spraying faster and faster and just getting closer, so that the gun doesn't have to be spraying as much pressure. So yeah, we've been doing this paint job for a long time. This is like the slowest marathon of a paint job you've ever seen. Like I'm serious, we've probably been doing this an hour. And this is just 1 coat. So we might do a second coat. It might be a one and done, but we are laying it on thick as daggum monkeys, uncles, and all that good stuff. So this will be our last coat though. I don't think it's bad enough of a paint job for me to say, oh, we're gonna sand it back down and go patina. I think we will try to cut and buff this out. It's looking pretty good. But yeah, everyone who voted tractor paint, y'all were dead on. So we should have started with. So yeah, this is the third paint job. And I don't mean third coat, I mean third paint job. So, which is terrible to say because the junk came with primer on it. This should have been a one and done deal. But this is Three Stooges Automotive, not we know what we're doing automotive, so you get what you get.
All right, guys, we have been letting her cook in the sun. And I know the sun's not on it right now, but that's because the sun, it's early. So I've sat her out here. She's been cooking in the sun, letting her bake, and this sucker turned out great. Third time's the charm, am I right? So yeah, it's dusty, there's gunk on it. Gunk and junk, but it's on the paint, not in it. So there's some rough spots here and there, but today we're gonna fix that. We're gonna do a wet sand and buff on it and see if we can't get her dialed in. There's like one spot that is not gonna get dialed in, and that is this roof, because the camera really loves to hide it, but the daggum roof, where it started peeling, it did not come out good. It looks like trash, so you can't really see it right now, but that junk does not look good, and it ain't gonna look good. And we're gonna redo the roof and then just blend it in with the rest of it, because the rest of it turned out really good. We're gonna do a wet sand and buff. I've got new marker lights on the way, and these wheels and tires gotta go. We gotta get some new one of those, so that's coming soon. But for now, we got what we got. And this junk really needs a vacuum and a clean, like really bad.
Time to clean the inside. It's freaking bugging me. All right, got this junk looking pretty good. Considerable lack of leaves for sure. Definitely way better than before. Got her looking clean. As clean as it gets anyways. About to start sanding. Finish the paint job now, I guess. I've been doing everything except paint. We're getting sidetracked a little bit, but you know that's what we do here on the TorqueCraft channel. Seatbelt situation is don't hold your breath. Yeah, it's not dusty, like, it's wet sanding, not dry sanding. Yeah. Because the dry sanding had us fricked up, bro.
That's the whole point of the wet sanding, is to keep the dust down.
I'm so hyped. I mean, that's why the first thing I'm like,
get over here now.
Yeah, I was like, what freaking took you so long? I'm like, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just excited. Buff it up. Buff it up.
Holy cow, we were able to get some of this polish.
Word.
Alright, let's do it.
It already looks so much better than the other side. Bro, what?
I've never used one of these, but I think this is normal.
Bro. Bro, it is sending hair flying everywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after several hours of wet sanding, polishing, we've got her looking dialed. Actually, I just freaking forgot. As I walk up here, I did not do the final polish on that front bumper with the finishing cream, but the rest of it, freaking done. Looking good. Now, obviously, it's not perfect. There's imperfections. There's still a rough spot here and there in the hood, and you already know black shows everything, but compared to the first paint job and the second paint job, and compared to the kind of work that usually comes out of my butt, she's looking dang good. Oh my gosh. I cleaned up the wheels and the tires. Nothing crazy. They're not that great. They still kind of suck, but they look better. The cleaned glass makes it look 10 times better. The cleaned interior makes it look way freaking better, 100%. Guys, we are getting dang close to having us a car. So, we still got to put side mirrors on. They still have to be painted. I sanded them like 2 days ago, still haven't painted them. But those have to get painted. We got marker lights to put in. I did paint the frames for those. And I've got marker lights cleaned up, tail lights are cleaned up. All that stuff's got to go in. But unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty lengthy video unless I cut a lot of stuff out, which is also possible. But it's got to stop somewhere. So the next video, we'll put all that stuff in. I'm hoping to get it to a car show in the next, if not this week, then next week. I'm really pushing hard, trying to get this thing out there, because fall and winter, when the car shows stop, that's when you work on the stuff. All right, that's when you do all your little upgrades and projects and stuff. So I don't want to get it ready and then be like, oh shoot, it's fall time to put the cars up. Like, but I'm probably not the type of person that's going to be able to keep my car up all winter anyways. I'm probably still going to drive it, because around here where we're at here in Tennessee, it does not snow that much, and they don't salt the roads that much. Even when it snows, they don't salt the road. So I can just, when it snows, we just get stranded up in here. But anyways, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, because this thing's about to hit the freaking road. I promise. I know I've said that so many times, I promise. But anyways, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you later. Peace.